I'm Joel Corry, I'm a DJ and producer from North London. So right now we're heading to my studio in King's Cross. I love being in the studio environment, it's always a wicked vibe, and of course everything always sounds amazing in here. I've been working from home recently due to the lockdowns, but now we're coming out of the pandemic, sessions have started again, back in the studio, feeling good, and yeah, life's good right now. I've been DJing since I was a teenager. I got my first pair of decks for Christmas when I was 13 years old. They were a pair of the old Newmark belt drive turntables, and back in those days, that's when you really had to learn how to mix on vinyl. It was a lot more challenging. There was no BPM display to help you beat match, but it was good fun. It was good fun. It was a great era to grow up in. So I started out with garage music. Like, garage is my roots. You know, the weekly trip to the local record shops in North London, Screen Records in Southgate, UDM Records in Enfield. I loved it. Loved getting the bus down there on a weekend and, you know, buying that new white label vinyl. It was such a buzz, and I've just got so many good memories from that time in my life. DJing's always been my #1 passion in life. It was my biggest hobby growing up. I even had a small little mobile DJ business when I was at school. I was DJing at people's birthday parties, school proms, down at the local pub. I think I even did a few 60th birthday parties. I learned how to really work a dance floor and build a night of music from the beginning to the end. And you know, those years were vital in my development because I gained the confidence and the stage presence to perform in front of a crowd. From there, I then got onto the nightclub circuit. In my early 20s, you know, I had residencies all over London and I was DJing abroad in the summer. I was just doing whatever I could to just get my name out there. I think those first trips to Ibiza is where my love for dance music really took off, and I just totally fell in love with it. I realised if I wanted to take my DJing to the next level and go down the artist route, I had to put my own music out there and really focus on the production side of things. That was the key to taking the next step. Over the last few years, I've been so lucky to work and collaborate with some amazing artists and songwriters, and I've built an amazing team around me. Having a great team is such an important factor because there's so many different things going on, and having a great team around me that are committed to working hard for me is such a big factor to my success. During the pandemic, I spent most of my time at home. All my tour dates got cancelled, which was really weird for me because I think in the last 10 years, the longest break I've had from DJing has probably been 1 week. So to take a whole year off was really strange and tough. But I also think it was a good thing for me to take a break from touring and have the time to really focus on my music. I mean, I finished Head and Heart in the first lockdown and Bed in the second lockdown, so I think I used the time productively. But I am absolutely itching to get back out there on tour and doing the thing I love most in life, which is DJing and performing in front of a crowd. So there's two ways that I make tracks. One way is that I'll be in a studio with a songwriter and an artist, and we'll have some chords going, some loops going, and we'll just be chucking ideas about. There's no real structure to this, you're just trying to catch a vibe, and if something clicks, that's where a record can be born. And the other way is that I'll get sent ideas from songwriters and artists. I get sent things every single day and I always listen to them. And sometimes I just hear something that I need to work on. I just hear something and I think, wow, like that could be a hit. I just gravitate towards ideas sometimes, and when that happens, I'll just get back in touch with that person and, you know, hopefully we can get into developing the idea. And that's another way that, you know, records come about. I've also got a good ear for details. I get quite obsessive over the smallest sounds in a track, and I'll keep refining it over and over and over again until I know I've got that record in the best place possible. I never want to hear something back on radio and think, oh, that could have been better. So, you know, when I release a record, I have to get to a point where I feel like from the very start to the very end of that track, it's 100% perfect, or I won't sleep at night. From the moment I wake up in the morning, all I'm doing is music. I'm either working on my own tracks, I'm working on remixes, I'm crate digging for new music for my DJ sets, I'm making edits for my DJ sets, I'm checking promos for my radio show, I'm checking ideas that I've been sent from songwriters and artists. It just never stops. Yeah, music is my life and that's the way it is.